Welcome to another episode and video on my Arduino MegaADK for Android without Android, because the version is the version of the Android I have is not suitable for this board. Instead of that, I have connected fischertechnik mechatronics and some electronics, and now I experience some problems on and off. Right now this doesn't work with a light dependent resistor. Well, as you can hopefully see for this LED, this works, but this is independent of mechatronics in itself. Mechatronics doesn't run. This motor doesn't run. This one I can't show you right now because there is no probe attached to it, but the signal is there. But does everything else work? Well, let's see. When I push this button, the red LED should burn, which it does. So that does work. When I press this button, this LED burns. That works as well. Then when I press this button, this little LED should light up shortly. And that doesn't run. That doesn't work. And that means that this motor which is connected to it doesn't run either. Then this system, this circuit part, is connected to this mechatronic system, and I have a problem with it because this LED doesn't show, doesn't do anything, and that's worrying, because that might mean that the whole circuit is down, which it isn't, as I will show shortly in the next segment using the cameras that I can show on screen. So while all the wire connections are there, including this NTC, which is supposed to light up here, and I can't see right now that the lamp is doing anything. So that is not nice either, but adding another probe to the oscilloscope and measuring it should help. So there there's one thing that I want to focus right now, and that is this part. I have a probe here that is connected to this wire, and I have a probe here that is connected to this wire. And this wire is gets the signal via the transistor, which is pulse modulation. This one gets the signal that's pulse modulation, but directly from the board. And that means that, as I will show you, they get more or less the same signal, but it doesn't work. And this LED is off. So the fact that I get a signal here actually could mean that it has this, that it is correct. On the other hand, is it actually correct? And as far as I can see, it is correct. So what should I do anyway? Is this the right way to do it? I don't think so. I have to check it out. And considering the fact that it has exactly the same value, I don't think it is. So I need to rewire. Let's see. Yes, I need to rewire, but since in this case it is getting exactly the same value, and that is not supposed to happen. So this wiring is wrong. Let's fix that and go to screencast. Alright, so the wiring has been changed now a bit, and strangely enough this LED is not quite consistent, but you see that it burns now. The wiring is now indeed according to this schematics here. So pulse modulation through the purple probe. No, I say it wrong. Let's see. Anyway, signal through the resistor. This is pulse modulation, and you get transistor, LED that shows that it is indeed working, as it is now. The safety diode here. Then, is that true what I do? No, it's not quite true, although it is connected to voltage. So I need to check on this one. This is to voltage. This is the motor then connected to the same point, and then with the probe to something that can't be right. So this has to be the voltage. So this one should be here somewhere. Anyway, not quite correct, but it does work. If you look at the image on the oscilloscope, this purple probe is this one, gets a pulse modulated signal straight from the board. This one is after the transistor, and you can see that it is there. The LED shines. Not anymore. It is a bit flaky, and I pull the wire out. Not a very good idea. On the other hand, it doesn't matter very much, because that wire is only to show that there is a circuit active, that it is a good connection. So let me try to restore this connection. And you can see the LED burning again. So, and now you can also see that the signal has gone. So, strangely enough, signal comes and goes, and that cannot be. This signal comes from here. So you saw that there is a signal on. So it is, and with a signal not there, and yes there is. Now you can also see that here this signal is showing 5 volts. This showing is nothing, but what it matters, what it should show, is the pulse modulated. So that is strange. I should keep this board nicely in place. Here as well. So this circuit is in itself alright, but this signal, the purple one, should carry signal at all times, and I am now not quite sure that it does. Is this indeed the full pulse width? Let me try once again with this potmeter, and there you get it. Look at the oscilloscope, signal changes. I have it now on 10 microseconds. Let me change this to 200 to 100 milliseconds. So you have that one, a little bit less. See, this is actually a much better look at it. Too fast. Zero. Now you can see how the signal should be. Turning potmeter, changing the speed, and the larger in the purple line right here, the larger the upper line gets, the faster the speed is. And now you see only the upper line, which means that maximum speed has been reached. So the signal on the blue line, on the yellow line, right here, is a little bit different. So right here, this is after the transistor, this is before the transistor. And if you have noticed here, values can change. And for some reason the LED is gone, but since there is signal right here, transistor works. But I still have no signal, I have no activity here, and that is not good. Why is there no activity? This LED works, but that is completely different from this mechatronics. And I got it working earlier on. But still. Now if I take this out again and I put it right here, you see it works. Exactly the same signal. But this is not the intention. The intention is, now I have to get the wire in the right position, that it works right here. And that it does not. So why is it that? Why is that? Obviously the circuit isn't broken, but that's all I can say of it right now. So now I do know that the signal on the motor is there. Alright, it doesn't run, but the signal is there. But I have no signal on the blue line, which is this one. So I want to know for here what happens, because this is coming from output pin 3 straight to the LED going to the motor as well. So since I'm using it, I will say okay, serial print, no, let's see how I can do that best. Serial print output value, two is, and then serial print line with its actual output value. And that way I can see if it is something similar to the output value that I have. So the pot meter reached 960, which is just below 1023, and the actual value that is being used for pulse modulation is 228. So what is this going to be? And let me add here motor and LED. Go. Missing character. Yes, it is missing character. Go. All false quiet now. Done uploading. There it is. And what do I see? Nothing. Why don't I see anything? Serial monitor. Show me analog value. Oh wait, if the pin, analog in pin A5 should be larger than 350. A5, where is it coming from? Here. I have to press the button first. So let's press the button. Now I get it, it's 63. I release the button and it goes. I press the button and I get it, it's 63. Which is extremely low. So should I use it like that? Since the value used here is 228, which is below this one, let me cancel out these two and just say output value 2. Well, let me cancel out this one and just say okay, I want this at 256. should be alright. It's analog, so that's good. Go. Done uploading. Nice. So now press the button. What happens? Oh, it is best of course if I write then down or print the actual value of analog pin A5. Then I do know what's going on. So let's put that here. Motor and LED. Go. Again, without pressing the button I won't see anything, although input LED button is 170. Oh. Input to A5 is this, and this is 59. Oh, this is strange. Here I am reading the exact data. Oh, I should use this actually. Analog read. So it reads this, and then I do read it again. Let's see how that works out. This is very strange. It's 173, 170. Yeah, no wonder it is. It's kind of equal. It's over 340. So it's strange that then the motor doesn't run. Let me show you on screen. It doesn't do a thing, and the LED doesn't burn either. And 173 is not as large as could be, since the value here is 122 or 228 anyway, but that's maximum value. And now it gets lower. 175. When I press it, it is 353. So according to this value, which is over 340, not much, but it is, the motor should run. No doubt about it. I don't even hear a whining from the motor. And if I detach the motor, oh look, then the LED works no matter what. And it used to be different. It used to be that on pressing the button the motor and the LED worked. So what's different? Very strange. Okay, so this part doesn't really work despite the good signals. Here it turns out, well, not that particular thing, but the motor behind it, when I decouple it, or disconnect it, more appropriately said, then this LED starts burning, and this probe shows definitely a signal. Is that pulse modulation? Yeah, it is pulse modulation. The question is though, how does it influence anything? Not very much. This doesn't. This is a very small capacitor, and yeah, it discharges when I press the button. This shows nothing else but this voltage or this signal. No pulse modulation, but it is, let's see, let's press the button again, 75, and then suddenly it becomes 355. So looking right here at this LED, pressing the button, releasing the button shows no difference. So that's a weird thing. And finally, for now, this line is this probe connected to the phototransistor, and the only thing I can do for that is, for now, absolutely nothing. It does show very little a bit, but that was last time as well. So I'm still at with mysteries. Why doesn't this work as it used to be, and why is this not working anymore despite the good signals? I want it to be safe, so this wire, and yes, I'm talking about the wire connected to the to this yellow probe, connecting here, not on this side but on this side, talking right here, giving this signal. Why doesn't it work? It has, if you look closely, it goes down, then has an overshoot, but pulse modulation it is. And now you can even see it better. So from here it goes up, down, very much down, up, and here horizontal. And here you see kind of the same. although what you also can here you see exactly the same, although the lines are a bit different and there's less overshoot. But and now you see nothing, and here you see the signal again. So it could be that the voltage is too low, despite being having a signal there. Could be. But since it did work, I wonder why. Anyway, that's as far as I can go on time base. So I have to finish. As said, finishing up. I am making a little bit of progress, knowing that this wire is supposed to be here. I rewired this LED a little bit. I know it works. Then I also disconnected the motor, and that makes this LED burn. I know that this circuit is alright, but not the way I like in signal respect. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet. Give the video a thumbs up, leave a comment. You can also follow me on Twitter, retweet, like and leave a comment. You can also follow me on Instagram, then like and leave a comment. Please donate to keep videos coming to you. You can also become a patron and have your name mentioned, depending on the pledge you make. More information on my website. And this is of course going to be continued. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.